December 6th. And since you're here, Mr. Dunsmore, right, we'll start with you. We all have a copy of the letter that you sent and the proposal.
So I gotta make a motion to,
Not yet. Well, if you want, well, do you want to start off, or do you want us to start off?
Whichever works for you guys. You guys kind of read over it. I was just gonna kind of go over it briefly and
Okay.
what's in there. And
Now, you sent a letter from the Enosburg Select Board concerning that. I don't know if you want us to work on that. We have, think we have never really gone into executive session.
we've never had a meeting with, we've never done it, but I just wondered, what's,
so basically what they mean by executive session is off camera kind of thing, not recorded. Usually it's because of, usually you go in executive session for contract bids and stuff like that, where previous knowledge may affect the outcomes. So that's normally why they go in executive session. So it's completely up to you guys if you want to or not.
we never have, but I don't, well, if the select board wants us to, and, don't know what goes, Enosburg Select Board wants us to, and almost think we should, wouldn't be a bad idea, because, maybe they don't want information out going,
Well, then you have to make a motion for that.
I'll make a motion, we go into executive session for the Enosburg ambulance budget bill.
Do you have a second on that?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Further discussion? All those in favor?
So you know how this works, right? Okay, thank you.
Aye.
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 Okay, we will go into executive session.
Good job, yeah?
I think I got three, I just gotta pick out which one I want.
Yeah.
It's $1,000.
What kind of job?
You'll probably see me on
Back to
Tuesdays.
number one, previous
At the
minutes.
school? Oh, picking up garbage?
to accept them as written.
Maybe Wednesday.
I'll second it.
Any questions on the previous minutes?
Oh, no.
All right,
Okay.
and Danny is all
Wednesday.
done,
What the
and
fuck goes on
Donna
Wednesday?
is not here.
Salesperson
Okay.
comes and
Danny's
visits
all
you
done?
from Enosburg.
Yeah,
We were expecting somebody else to come in, but.
Oh,
she's
okay,
not
she
here.
hasn't been coming.
so that's where my
yeah.
next thing
Might
was
see
going
no
now.
face.
Okay,
Yeah,
I put it next, so.
okay.
So, I'm not sure if you guys were up to date on the governor's mask mandate that the select board can rule for the whole town.
I see Burlington voted
Yeah, some
one.
places did do that, but it's just something you guys do need to,
Discuss.
Do we have to make a decision, yes or no? We can't just say, no, do nothing, obviously.
Well, we
no,
can-
you cannot do nothing at all, absolutely. I'm just saying, like, so it was put out there that the select boards were the ones that had.
Has anybody come to town to say they want it?
Somebody called and said they were gonna be here, but obviously they're not. So
They
our
probably-
thing is, I know you guys probably don't want to rule what everybody in this town's going to do.
I had thought that, well, I mean, I'm different, but I'm older. I had thought that possibly, and because of some of the people that work here, that possibly we might want to have a mandate for this building.
I was gonna ask you if you wanted me to start masking up.
So that's fine, if you guys
I'm
want to put a mask mandate on this building, that would be great, you know what I mean, because you guys know that.
I've seen, I don't want to, other businesses in town have required masks. I went to that bakery in East Berkshire, and she requires a mask.
Yeah,
to go there. And other
Which
places.
it should be.
Jolly's it's recommended.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't.
It's what you're seeing a lot more now, but
So you would want to do
pretty
one
much
for this
70% of
building
people are already wearing them. I feel guilty going into Hannaford's with that one.
Yeah,
Okay, so we'll do a mandate for the town clerks, office or the town hall.
And we can review it every month.
It's every 30
are we
days.
discussing it or
Yeah,
just
we're
going by
discussing.
Vince's?
No,
No, that's what so you guys
It doesn't
have-
matter to
you
me.
guys have
That's
to make a
what, you
motion.
work here, if you feel, I'd ask
That's
you,
what-
how you
yeah,
feel
yes.
wearing one 8 hours a day.
Okay, so,
What's your thought of that?
I don't have to wear one 8 hours a day because me and Ginny, when we're here alone, don't have to. It's only when other people come into our office.
Then you gotta put one on?
Then we have to put one on when somebody comes in.
Okay.
Because me and Ginny are together all the time anyway, so it doesn't make a difference there. So we would only have to put one on when other people came into the building.
I think the mask mandate would be when people come in,
Right.
they should put a mask.
Yeah. But, and if you're in your personal office, you're
Right,
fine.
and, yeah.
Virginia, being open, probably have to put one on, because she's not,
Right,
you don't have a
it's-
glass in
it's-
front. And
Yeah, so that's what I mean, but we really don't have people in here, you know, that often as a rule, so.
I mean, I'm fine with it if, you know, I was just asking that who's gonna affect the most?
Right, yeah.
Me, an hour every other week,
Right,
ain't gonna affect me much.
right, yeah. In time? Well, you know,
Whatever.
discuss.
No, I'll do
Yeah, it's
whatever
a-
everybody
fine
else
with me,
wants.
yeah.
It's a discussion, that's why, I mean,
Yeah, wear 'em at the school all
You
day.
know, I'm a believer in the
Let's see,
safety and all that too.
I've
I
been
mean,
wearing it when I go
numbers are
into
going
the
up,
stores.
Yeah,
Well, I haven't. I think I went in.
A lot of
I
people
went
get
into the,
insulted if you don't.
Walgreens the other day, and after I was in there, everybody in there had one on but me, and I'm thinking, I didn't even look at the door.
So here's, I actually go anywheres where they're selling cough medicine, I put it on. So Walgreens and Hannaford's, put the son of a gun on. If somebody's sick in there, could be buying something I don't wanna get.
Yeah, they're usually sick
you
to
were
go
in,
there.
Carol was in Walgreens one day, and you walked in, you had a mask on, and she said, I think it was Tony, but I'm not sure.
Well, so I wasn't for a while, and then it started getting hot again, and I said, you know, everybody's pretty good about standing even without the little dots and stuff, and I got used to that, and if I so much as cough in the truck, I hate to go in the store without one of those.
For sure.
So do I have a motion to have a mask mandate for the town hall?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Any more discussion?
Okay, and we're doing it discretion, it's each business at their own discretion.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not.
We're
Meaning
Right.
like, yeah, so,
Any-
okay, nope, that's fine, yep,
And then we'll review it monthly.
yep,
So
every
how-
30 days it
Okay,
says.
okay.
All right. So now let me get to the next, okay, so I don't know if you guys probably didn't receive this, but it's the communications district is doing the whole fiber optic thing. So they are asking, general information that we will feed into a design plan. So what they're looking for is, areas in town. You already are ready. So, okay. So their first step is simply an inventory of what may be available for them. Like they're looking for areas in town where they could actually set up one of their generators or where they could put backup equipment and all of this stuff, but they want it in a secure fence. They want things that got power and, you know what I mean, things like that. I don't believe there's any place in Berkshire that's fenced in for their equipment.
Is this the CUD?
Yes.
Okay.
For all, because they're doing all this fiber optic stuff and they're looking for areas, not just in Berkshire, all of Franklin County or wherever they are, that when they start the project, they want to be able to bring their materials in and set them somewhere that's secure. Some places to set up their generators, you know, and backup and stuff, but they also want power in them areas. And I don't know of any place in Berkshire that's,
Down by down by the Pine Cone, isn't that the electric company down there? They have that.
Oh, they wouldn't let anybody go in there and put
Transmitters,
stuff.
yeah.
so I'm not saying you know what I mean, it's not something we have to do, it's, they're just looking for areas, but like I said, I
We
couldn't
don't-
think of any
I can't
place
think of one
here.
in,
But I mean, it's something you guys can think about and maybe at the next meeting,
Run them to
whatever,
town
if you can-
forest.
Yeah,
There you go.
No, it's nothing we have, we
No, just
don't have
put
to
a roll
buy
in
and
it.
set
They
something
put it
up.
out there as a potential, if you guys could think of any place that they could use, but I really tried to think of
Nowhere
things
around
that
here's got a
there's,
fenced in anywhere, do we?
yeah. Like, that's what I mean, like, if they parked anything over to the town garage, it's still
No,
open,
fenced,
there's
yeah.
no, we don't have camp, well.
They might have to come up with something on their own.
Right, they
Yeah.
have to. Okay, so my next thing is our garage CD is up for renewal. We did it for 5 years. So I'm asking you guys, because if we plan on building, we don't wanna do another 5 years. So we could do 1 year, and the rates right now for, 1 year is 0.46%. If we went 2 years, it would be 0.51%.
Go with the 4.6.
So you wanna just renew
Might
it
get up,
every
might get
year?
up to a 0.75.
So that's what I'm saying, like, I don't wanna put it out there for 5 years, cause we may need it, so if we wanna do every year then?
I
Okay,
guess for now, cause it could be any year we
Yeah.
build it, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Do you need a motion for that?
In 5 years, that'd be no.
1 year for the CD?
I'll make a motion that we do the CD for a year on the garage fund.
I'll second
Thank
that.
you.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Can you I mean, if you have a CD, can you borrow? But up to what that is, it's like.
Yeah,
Not
but,
Yeah, they let you borrow your own money.
Yes.
Well, they used to let you borrow your own money for
Because
like 2
we're
or
a
3 cents more than
municipality.
more than they, yeah,
2 or
yeah.
3% more than what they're paying.
It's more than you're paying, they're
Yeah.
paying you, yeah. Yeah, it makes
Yeah,
no
they charge
sense.
you- it's your money, you're borrowing it, but they're charging you a couple cents
Yeah,
to borrow it.
Huh?
The next thing is Bon Como
this
is
one's-
putting in solar panels across the road from his house. And Vermont Electric's tapping into that, but they
Right
need to
here,
go
the middle
under
name?
the road.
Did you hear that, guys?
What's that?
What?
Von Como.
Bon Como is putting in solar panels across the road from his house. Vermont Electric's tapping into those, but they need to run a line under the road.
so that's the dirt road,
Yeah,
the
it's a
mayor's
dirt road,
road.
and Danny gave him permission to do so, but you guys need to sign off on it for Vermont Electric.
That's fine.
Okay.
Hit the papers will,
So,
in my mind, that's fine, it's a dirt
Yeah.
road.
yep. Okay, so Anthony,
I'll second.
Todd, and so everybody needs to sign this paper when it's after you do the motion.
Oh,
Sorry.
any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
So, yeah,
Right here.
yeah.
Yeah, I weren't sure about you, so I brought this in and this is great.
It's been a month, Todd. You were way behind the 8 ball. This was been a month.
Oh.
I'm way over it.
So, you know,
I have one in my pocket.
that email you sent said August on it in a section, and then once you read down further, it said what went on. So I ignored that email, thinking you messed up.
Yeah,
And then when I'm sitting here, I says, then she said, yeah, I emailed you, and I went back and looked, and it said August, whenever you closed the offices then. You must have copied that or something, and then read
It
that.
was a month ago.
I
Hold
didn't
on a
notice,
second. Hold on a second.
It wasn't a month ago, it was just 3 weeks
It was
ago.
last
Yeah.
week.
a couple weeks ago.
Oh, you mean when?
Later, Todd. I will explain it all to you later. Okay, so this is just a notice, Franklin County budget meeting. You guys are all invited. That is on December, oh, wait a minute, it's tomorrow.
Okay.
It's just a notice for you guys. The next thing is Mark St. Pierre is putting in a driveway on the camp road. So we just need your guys' approval. Danny's already approved the driveway. He's going to put it in.
Where's the camp road?
Sugar, the
Horseshoe
Horseshoe
Road.
Road.
Where
that
Tringle
goes
used to
straight
live,
to-
right?
towards Governor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he bought,
This is Sugar Woods.
yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly right. So we just need approval on that driveway.
Motion to approve the driveway permit.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Oh, second.
All those in favor?
All right,
All right.
you can vote against Mark now, I'll be
Okay,
conflict
so.
with it.
I'm so over here.
Yes, you do, please. Select board. So now we're on to the health insurance. Yes,
Which we have to decide tonight because tomorrow's the deadline.
yes, we need to. So I do know
You
that,
need signatures from everybody on?
no, just one on that one.
Oh.
There's something else going around,
Okay.
yes. So I do know MVP health insurance is cheaper than Blue Cross Blue Shield. I have talked with Sean and Bill, who are also on the health insurance, and they kind of feel the same way that I do. We've been with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and, you know, we're comfortable with them. We know what they pay for, you know, prescription-wise, everything. This year, Blue Cross Blue Shield went down. They didn't go up, they went down, so it's actually a savings of almost $4,000 this year from them compared to last year. So we're already saving some money. And, I mean, it's totally up to you guys, but for us, you know what I mean? I'd rather stay with Blue Cross Blue Shield, even knowing they're a little bit more expensive than if we switch to MVP, but ultimately, it's up to you guys.
What was the difference?
It was 5,000 over the year.
Yeah. Been hearing good things about them.
Yeah, but how much more is-
Too.
Blue Cross Blue Shield's 5,000 more than,
Right, they're actually $4,000 less than they were last year.
no, I'm just asking the
But they're
difference between.
still $5,000 more than if we went with MVP for the same
But you
plan
still,
this year.
but you still haven't found out how the plans compare to what you get, right?
So, most of it is all the same, except for prescription-wise. If you don't have generic brands and you go with an, you know, the name brand, MVP is a lot more.
I think everybody gets generic anyways, don't they, as a rule?
Most of the time.
It depends on what you're, have. Blue Cross Blue Shield is, like if you were on vacation in New Hampshire, Blue Cross is gonna pick that up. If you're in Texas, if you're in Canada, MVP doesn't do that. They're Vermont, New York. But, I mean, we don't go on vacation, so I guess that doesn't really matter, but
So if you're somewhere else, then you'd have to pay out of pocket.
Then you'd be paying out of
Do
pocket.
they reimburse you or they?
Blue Cross Blue Shield will just pick it up, but.
And MVP, you're on your own?
doesn't. Not for outside stuff, no. I don't know how far they go, but they do New York, they do Vermont.
But you wouldn't think they could legally do that. If you're insured, you're insured.
Yeah.
No. You're insured in Vermont, yeah.
I am with my pickup. If I get in an accident in Texas, I'm still insured. They don't drop it because I'm down there.
I don't know, I'm just letting you know what we've been given for information, so. But, like I said, none of us go on vacation, not Sean, not Bill, not me, so that doesn't really even come into play anyway.
You might go to Maine,
Well, that's true.
yeah, you know, so you're out of the loop there.
So the MVP is 5,000 less than the,
Blue Shield.
Then Blue Cross Blue Shield for a year.
even with the discount that they gave us. Even with the rate being less.
Yeah,
Yes.
otherwise it'd be 9,000.
Be 9.
Yeah.
I'm one for saving money, but.
I am too, but it depends what apples to apples are.
Plus. So the only difference is the subscriptions, is the prescriptions and that they don't pick it up out of state.
Yeah,
Right, the prescription is the only thing I got.
I know that Blue Shield did that, cut the price of the insurance. If, like you say, if you buy the generic, they pay for it, but if you bought the new stuff, they paid a certain percentage up to a certain amount. And it was, yeah, for people that need medicine, it's quite expensive, some of that stuff. Some of the guys with the diabetes stuff was expensive.
Oh, yeah. It is. Well, I'm for saving money too, but I think, I don't wanna blame everything on the pandemic.
Yeah,
But with the way things are right now and stuff, it's, I don't know, wait a year and see. what happens next year too.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I am too.
And if people are comfortable with what they have, it's.
You know, with the idea, if you go out of state, you might not be covered, yeah, that doesn't, you know,
We'd be out of network, you probably have to, you'll cover something, I'm sure.
yeah.
Need a motion?
Yeah.
I'll make a
Oh,
motion that
you
we,
figured something.
Yeah, I'm just making sure my numbers are right.
Yeah.
yeah, we're just listening to her, hey?
Yeah.
Telling us big
Blowing
windy.
smoke out.
I'm just like, I did this once, but it was a while ago, but yeah, so it's $4,000 a month. So you're saving, yeah, it's $400. It's $400 a month cheaper through MVP, so over 12 months, that's about
Fun challenge,
5,000, so yeah.
4,800.
Yeah.
But we're already saving 4.
But you're saving 4 from last year already.
Yeah, with the pandemic, that went down.
I,
Something is not registering here.
Well, a lot of people aren't going to the
47
hospital.
this year and it's
They're afraid of
44.
the, you know, COVID, so that they don't go and
I wanted to
dropped
get
that-
hip surgery and I didn't get it done because of
Yeah.
COVID.
they drop
So
dead
they
of a
didn't
heart
spend any
attack.
money on
or
me.
That's true.
Cancer, they said only 10% of the cancer people actually went for screening because of the COVID. So, you know,
Yeah,
So do we have a motion?
I make
Yeah.
a motion
Okay.
to
Second.
keep it Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
thank
Aye.
you.
Aye.
Okay, so our last thing is I did email you guys the stuff for the town forest. I have not had a chance to read it. I wanted
I
to
skipped through
today,
it.
and I didn't.
You emailed me that?
I tried to read, it's hard to read.
I don't email.
I can read on my
It's
phone.
like 150 pages.
it
don't
was,
get on
it
there.
was sideways. I think I
Some of
did,
them were upside
I
right,
think I
upside down.
deleted mine.
Like I said, it just, you know what I mean, we don't have to come to
I
any
figured she'd
decisions or
have-
anything tonight, it's just, you know, informational. Just like I said, I haven't had a chance to read it either, I didn't,
Yeah, this would be a lot easier to read.
yeah. So we can just kind of bring it back up at the next meeting then,
Sure.
so we all have a chance to take a look at it.
Yeah, now that it's bigger than my phone.
So how involved is Nancy in this? You know, like if we want to do something,
She's not. She was just asked to do that, right? You didn't hire her for
okay.
being the,
I just know like up to our woods, what's his name came there from Montgomery.
Charlie.
And he said they'll pay you to plant, like if you want to plant sugar maples in there or oak trees. There's programs that they'll
Or
pay
your
you.
bird sanctuaries, or
Well,
your,
well, this is more to develop your forest into usable, you know, timber or whatever you would like to do with it.
Well,
So I don't know if Nancy,
Would she do that?
what I've read in here with the plots there, trees 60 to 80 years old, one plot, she got them divided into plots.
3 plots.
And then, somewhere 60 to 120. It's overall, and I mean, I walked it, it's overall a poor growth of, so a lot of red maple, it's, yeah.
Junkwood.
It's junk.
Yeah.
You probably get 10 trail loads of, firewood or whatever to a trail load of logs. I mean, there's places where there's a few logs, but there's just a lot of wood that's just, good firewood and stuff, but it's not an expensive, lot.
right,
It's a firewood lot.
So if you cleared it off for the firewood and stuff, is it possible to bring it back to some kind of a useful nature, I mean, if you had, for a town forest, I mean, I'm not sure about, there's something.
or
I remember-
recreational as far as crossing
Well, like he said,
skiing or.
you could cut sections and probably plant trees, but it's gonna be forever before you see it.
well, yeah, you
Yeah,
know,
but that
they
doesn't
say like,
matter.
sugar maples are a good tree because they grow well in shade. And then once they get big enough, then they can thin out the other crop. And then they have a thing too for oak trees, because oak trees grow a little faster.
I need some of that.
They grow faster than a maple?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah,
Probably down south.
yeah, no, it's mostly around here, so.
So we'll revisit this then?
Cause you know, if
at
you're
the
gonna have
next
the high school kids in there experimenting, or they'll have them do
Well,
something.
I know
like-
it was mentioned that, she mentioned it to the high school kids to cut, but
Yeah.
it's 100 acres. I mean,
They'll
take a
never,
skidder
yeah.
2 winters, a crew, with one skidder. I mean, take a guy with a mechanical operation, you go in there in a couple of months and hammer it out. But everything was, and I'm just not ever been a big fan of them guys with the, you know, going in and sharing them and,
Oh, with the big machines you mean?
yeah, time you go into the shears big, time you cut one, you gotta move, so you make bigger swaths and stuff than you
Well,
would've.
they must be talking about like the kids, the co-op now.
It is.
Yeah, the forest
Do it
with it.
over years.
It'd be
They're
over
gonna go and do it
years,
over years,
and
doing-
years
Yeah,
is what it'd
yeah.
be.
Give them something, a place to work
Right,
at.
right.
Yeah,
And it would be a project that we could use some of our ARPA funds for. I mean, that's the type of thing that, right now anyway, they're looking
Could do
for.
that to ambulance,
Yeah, well, that too. I mean,
and
we
the
could.
water department.
Yeah.
Well, we can't do the water department.
oh, no,
No,
You found that out?
Yeah, that has to go from, they have to apply through the state to do that for.
Oh, so you
natural
found out
gas.
that we can't do that?
Right now, anyway.
Well, yeah. See, whatever money we give to a different, like, you know, like we could give money to, Enosburg for, you know what I mean, to help them with their stuff, or to the water department. We're responsible for how everybody spends any money we give them, including that water department. If they don't spend it the right way and we get fined, it's the town of Berkshire that's paying it back, not the water department or not.
no, we're gonna spend it the right way.
I know, I'm just saying, like.
No, but they were
so it's
here
just
saying
something
that they
to
had
keep
to
in
get it
mind when
through
you,
us,
if we
which is not
decide to
true.
give somebody
But if
else
they
some
do-
other money
Places they
to
can get it
spend,
from.
yeah.
They do the red
Yeah.
tape first,
Yeah.
and
Right.
we get,
But, yeah, so that is all that I have.
I just had one thing that
Yeah.
I kind of emailed Emily about for ARPA funds. With all this red tape and stuff that's coming across for all this federal money and stuff, it's not free, but federal money, is it possible that we could hire somebody to help with all this work? To go through the paper, because there's a lot of red tape and,
So do they, you mean like a lawyer, or they have?
well, no, even if it was just that,
You know, put it out there that somebody
Yeah.
might have more knowledge
Knowledge
than
about
we
all
do,
this.
or even I do, because there's a lot to it.
Another thing that we gotta watch out is if we don't know what to do, and somebody else could come in here and.
well, that's, yeah, that is.
Well, that's what I mean, like, you know, call VLCT or some, you know, there could be somebody out there
That's
that's
doing,
helping a lot of
helping,
other towns
right.
that come in here. You
Yeah,
know, come
that's
in
a good
once
idea
a
to
month
call.
and, or, you know.
Because there's a
yeah.
lot of
Can see.
webinars, and then this, you can sit and watch it on the
Oh,
computer, but
yeah,
it's,
your hours of sitting there going,
I can't follow them because it's
and
like,
then know what
we've
they're
tried
talking.
some of them.
He's getting old and falls asleep, that's what you.
yeah.
old with
I get up and walk out of the room. Yeah, we're still talking about the same thing.
I wait till they're already been taped so you can fast forward or rewind and stuff to watch. but
And some of
there's-
it's,
That's where you're at, yeah.
Okay.
so that's something for like, to look at for next year, for, you know, but we can get information about that, but, and it
Yeah.
might be a person too that in the future might be wanting a more permanent job, you know, in the future at some point.
There would be, yeah,
Yeah, so.
nice, so, yeah.
We have somebody in mind? No?
Oh, don't I wish?
Oh, no, no. So that's it, and then,
So we can
I
then-
need to go to an executive session
We've never had one, we're gonna have two in the
For,
same.
Time
we
for-
have to,
for, to discuss an employee.
okay. Alrighty, so, okay, so we need the motion for that.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Alrighty, yep.
Just
we're
give
in
us-
executive session, we'll go into it.
Just,
Well, yeah, all
Todd,
those-
Tony,
Aye.
Aye.